For the hip bridge pelvic tucks, what you want to focus on is these very basic movements. This is an introduction to your pelvis and your base of your spine. So squeeze those glutes and think about just 1 or 2 vertebrae at a time lifting off the ground. Squeeze the glutes, lift up just a little bit, one at a time, or rocking back and forth. And as you feel more confident and more controlled, then you can lift all the way up to maybe potentially your shoulders, but you only have to stay in the pelvis for now. For the quadruped spinal circles, you're going to go on all fours, and you're going to bring that spine in a circle around to the outside. So you're going left, right, back, up, and down. So you're trying to make a cylindrical circle with that spine. Use the hands, use the neck, use the hips and the knees to get as much motion going above and below the spine as possible. So you want to make sure this is a smooth, fluid circle. Start small and get bigger as you start to loosen up. For the tall kneeling rotations, you're going to get in a tall kneeling position with both knees on the ground. Keep the hips square to the front as much as you can. Turn, exhale, and brace the core as you get to each side. You want to try and get as much of a spinal rotation here, but we don't want to compensate at the knees or the hips. So turn, exhale, brace down as you turn left and right. For the Jefferson curls, we're going to work on getting that spinal flexion. So this is going to be something that most people feel really stiff. I know I feel stiff in the morning when I start this, so you're going to ease into it. That's the full range of motion. But for many people, you'll start just getting the upper back. Really think about the head and the neck. Start with that chin, tuck it, get a little bit of range of motion, keep the legs straight. Start to feel that back open up as you get a little bit more into it each rep. You're going to ease into it, breathe, sink it a little bit lower, a little bit lower, a little bit lower each time. And get to that bottom position and reach towards the ground. But you will feel discomfort at the back of the legs. Don't let the legs bend. Actively flex the quads into this position and pull yourself down. This will open up and change dramatically, and as you get through this, you'll start to feel much more open because your body is no longer fighting that stiff posterior chain.